Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Grateful Purpose podcast. Today I'm here with my gorgeous friend Liv. Liv, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be on here today. My name is Reese. I'm 22 years old. I am new to New Jersey, just moved here. Was born and raised in Nashville, lived in Boston for like 5 years, and now I'm in New Jersey, right outside of New York City. I am a beauty and fashion content creator, and I've been doing that for about 4 or 5 years now. But yeah, I'm so excited to chat with you today.
Yay, I'm so excited you're officially a Jersey girl, and you're basically a New Yorker. You're like 2 seconds outside of the city, and I think, oh, I'm so excited to finally have you here. And it's, oh my gosh, you've been doing incredible things. I feel like literally the last time I saw you was the Her conference, which was like May, which is crazy.
It was
But
like
that's
yesterday.
it does. Time is like flying. We were just saying that earlier, and I loved our little Her conference little meetup and just getting to meet all the creators and especially our moms. They're like best friends now, just like us, and
I love
we're
it.
gonna have all the lunches and things coming up, and I love it. And you have been crushing it on social media ever since I've started following you, and just even now you met Madison Beer. Like, tell us about that. We were just talking about that, but tell us.
Oh, I could talk about it all day long. Like,
Go
if
for
you know,
it.
you know, I love Madison beer. I have since like sixth grade. But yeah, I was invited to an event in Rockefeller with Kate Spade, New York. They just had a holiday campaign that she starred in, so she went and kind of like hosted the party. But she was the sweetest. It was a literal dream to meet her. I went to her tour earlier this year, so like certified fan. I'm obsessed with her. But it was so cool.
I love it. No, that's amazing. Honestly, it's like truly, I feel like you are the definition of hard work pays off because it's like you work so hard on the TikToks and while moving, girl, that's like, I can't even. Moving is one thing, but then to record it all and then to be constant with like social media and especially TikTok, I'm like, how is she doing this? This is superwoman status. Like, I swear,
Well,
it's
thank
amazing. I
you.
I love that. I love Madison Beer. I seriously think you guys could be twins. Like, it's insane. Just brunettes are ruling the world, and I love it. It's honestly, I love that for you, and I'm so excited for you to be here today. And we're just gonna chit chat. So I think honestly, we can just dive right into our next question of, with you being on social media and everything like that and just thriving, if tomorrow there was a TikTok ban on your career, what would your backup plan be?
So, I am someone who believes heavily in manifestation and like speaking things into existence. So, like, haven't even said that. Those words have not come out of my mouth. Not planning on it going anywhere. I like, I feel like this has come up like time and time again the last few years, and I will see it or I'll believe it when I see it. I hope and pray it doesn't go anywhere because it's brought so many people, creators, small businesses, so many opportunities that other platforms have not. It's my
Yeah.
favorite social platform. It's so much fun. Even my dad like sits at home and just like is like obsessed. He's now like buying things on TikTok shop all the time. So like it is a movement. Everyone's obsessed with it and I really hope it doesn't go anywhere, but at the same time you do have to be prepared for everything. So, I mean, I'll always be on this career path and doing something creative regardless of if there was social media or not. I have been like documenting things, photos, videos since birth. I'm always going to be doing that and like reliving the moments. So, I mean, I hope it goes nowhere, but I will
Yeah.
still be doing something, moving on to the next platform, I guess.
Of course. No, I love it. I mean, I know I truly, truly believe in manifestation and especially like just like with the Lionsgate portal when that happened and even now I think they were just saying my brother was saying like Mercury retrograde just ended or something. I
Hallelujah.
I know. Thank God. Like we are done with that because oh, that was rough. But I totally agree. I think honestly, I can totally see you maybe opening like your own boutique or like something. It'd be so cute. Like I love that and I think honestly, you're one of my favorite creators cuz you're just so real and you're now one of my best friends because again, we got to meet because of her campus and because of social media and I think it's honestly such a blessing. It's like my favorite escape in the world. It
Social media
really
has literally brought me every single one of my friends. I don't think I have a
is.
single friend that it didn't happen that way.
No, I totally agree. I'm like the same way. I'm like, I cannot think of, obviously we have like our childhood best friends and whatnot, but I feel like there's such a different bond when every morning we're all like commenting on each other's TikToks or, and I truly mean this. Like, whenever your TikToks pop up, they like literally brighten my day. I'm like, look at her energy. Like, it just gives me so much just like adrenaline. And I'm like, yeah, I want to go film something. And I think that's just such the beauty and power of social media. So I love it and I totally agree. I think just it keeps you so creative that I don't know what's happening with this TikTok ban. I like you said, I'll believe it when I see it. It's we'll see. I don't really believe it. They've been saying that since like I feel like the past year or whatever, but I totally agree. I think being creative is so important and like I said, your platform is just so positive and upbeat. And I think it ties perfectly into our next question of, being on social media practically 24/7. It really is your life, your livelihood. How do you, maintain your daily mental health on like a daily basis?
So number one, phone stays on do not disturb. um,
Always.
Literally from like, I mean, working hours, if I'm expecting emails and meetings and that kind of stuff, leave it on
Yeah.
clearly. But whenever I don't need to be on my phone, not on my phone.
Yeah.
Um, and I also think it's okay to say no. You get offered so many opportunities, and not all of them are a great fit for you. Not everything you can do. Just last week, I was invited to an event, but I had like 20 things going on, and I was like, I'm not gonna like rearrange my whole schedule and try to make it to this event.
No.
If it can happen, it can, but we're not going to worry about it, not going to stress over it. And like, it is okay to say no and kind of prioritize what you need to get done. And I also make time for myself every day to do something that makes me happy or brings me joy, whatever it is. Whether it's like just taking a shower and like taking my makeup off because I'm just done for the day, or eating ice cream, watching a show, reading a book, like whatever, even if it's like 5, 10 minutes, like do something that makes you happy and what you want to do.
Yeah, no, I love it. Honestly, I totally agree. I think, like you said, as much as that phone can be on do not disturb, I feel like we could really dive into that because people don't think it's realistic when you're a content creator. They think you have to be on that phone 24/7, but you really don't. Like, you're taking content, yeah, on your phone, but you don't have to constantly be on Instagram and TikTok and whatnot. So I love that you brought that up because I feel like, and you've grown so much since I met you. You were, going viral, and even now it's just like you're doing all these amazing things. And I think it's really important and awesome to just like go eat your ice cream, just take a shower, just breathe for a sec. Because at the end of the day, as much as we love social media, we're still human. And I think that's something sometimes even I tend to forget. And, that's one of my New Year's resolutions really is to just like take it easy and like breathe for a sec, and especially what you said about just taking time for yourself and making sure it's like you're prioritizing you. And I think no is a full sentence. Like, if you can't do that event, that's it. Like, it's done.
And also, social media is just never ending. Like, it is okay to take a break. Everyone's like, consistency is key. And yes, I 100% agree, but it's not the end of the world if you don't get the 3 TikTok posts up that day. Like, it is okay. Our job is not normal. It's not a normal job that everyone has. And people can say that it's easy, it's not a job, all that they want, but it is a lot. And like, it is okay because it really is never ending. You get emails, you apply for things at midnight, you're editing at 2 in the morning. And so if you want to sleep in the next day, go ahead and sleep in. Like, it's not a normal schedule. And like, it's okay to take a break and be like, today I'm not going to post. Today I'm going to stay in my pajamas and just reach out to people. I'm not going to shoot content. You don't always have to be in front of the camera and whatever. If that works for you, good. But also, it's okay if it doesn't.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I totally agree. I think that's the thing. We don't have like a regular job. We do what we love, but when you're doing it 24/7, I feel like it also leads to like burnout. And then you're just not your best self. And you're just going down that downward spiral is a lot. And I know one of my content creator friends yesterday was just saying to me, she was like, I have the stomach bug and I'm so angry because I can't do things, because that's how hard we stress on ourselves to, pump out that content. So I totally agree. I think, we will be. I mean, I was editing till like 3:30 this morning, and then I was like, oh, I have a million other things to do, but I still made sure I, worked out. I did my little everything shower. I got things together. So I think it's super important to just prioritize yourself. And like you said, you can't rearrange your whole schedule just because of like one event. I'm working on that. That's hard.
I do pretty much say yes to everything now. I'm like, yeah. But if there's just something that's not a good fit, you can't do everything.
No, I completely agree. And I mean, even with your situation when you were living in Boston and coming all the way to New York, girl, that in itself, that travel is so much. So I can't imagine. You just, you want to say yes to everything, and we do, but then you do need those like Sunday resets where you're just kind of taking a minute to
Oh, I
breathe.
did a Monday reset yesterday.
Oh, that's what's your like usual routine for a reset? Do you have a specific
Literally just
routine?
like an everything shower, cleaning up my space. Like I put new sheets on my bed and I was like, I'm a new woman.
You
So
are. I love it. No, I totally agree. I feel like that's mine too, is just like everything shower. I'm literally in the process of pulling out different outfits for content, but it's always just like a good whenever you want to reset. It doesn't even have to be a Sunday. I totally agree. I feel like I don't know, especially towards like the end of the year, I'm starting to make my resolutions, and then I'm like every day is kind of a reset because I'm just trying to plan so many different things. But I totally think, just prioritizing your schedule and just, yeah, saying no. And if, I hate being the person to cancel, but sometimes if you just have to postpone, you have to postpone because you just want to show up as the best version of yourself for sure. So I love that. And I think, with all of that being said and really prioritizing our mental health, we can go on to our last question, which is kind of a heavy one. What is your grateful purpose?
I think it's encouraging other people to follow their dreams. I feel like I'm a perfect example of when you stay consistent and don't let anyone tell you otherwise, you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. I have had so many like crazy milestones and accomplishments that I've achieved in doing this just 4 or 5 years. It's not about engagement. It's not about follower count. You never know who's watching you. So I just hope to inspire other people because if I can do this stuff, then I know everyone else can too. And it's really just about staying positive and staying after what you want. And I
Yeah.
love just being able to share positivity and kindness on social media and hope to inspire and motivate other people to do the same.
Yeah, I love it. I think that's so, like, you put it so beautifully. And I think, especially, the main point I love is especially where you stay consistent, because I feel like everybody's so focused on like the numbers and the engagement. But like you said, you never know who's watching. Like the other day, I got an email from Just Fab, and I have not even thought about them since high school, and I wasn't even following them, but they, wanted me to be a part of their program, sent me some shoes, and I did content for them. And it's so real because, I think we always end up seeing people like Alex Earl, and we're like, oh, we need like millions of followers. But I mean, like you said, you're a true example of it, because I got so excited seeing you with Madison Beer the other night. I was like, what? This is insane. I love this. I think it's like amazing. And I think especially just spreading positivity on social media, nowadays, just with all the chaos going on in the world, I think that's the beauty of social media. And that's, one of the reasons we all started, was to really just spread that positivity and that true, like, girls, girl, we're real, we're not,
That's what I
social
was
media.
just gonna say too, being authentic because it really is rare nowadays. And so just showing up real, showing acne, showing whatever it may be, like
Yeah.
I'm always gonna show up real, speak the truth, no filters. So I love that, and I love the girls that do bring that to social media because we do need more of it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think it's especially just like you said, showing the acne, showing just your genuine true self. I think that's just you also then feel like, okay, I want to post more because I'm being real. I don't have to put on the filter. I don't, even verbally, like I think, with like I said, everything going on, some like it's been just so much. I don't know. I feel like I've seen the true side of social media and I love it because I've met the right group of girls now. And that's the fun part cuz it's also comes to the point of like there's no competition either. There's space for all of us. And I think I learned that I was on a flight home from Paris Fashion Week and I met Ashley Graham and she literally said those words. She was like, "There's space for all of us." Like it's so real and especially you were telling me and you can say it more about your experience with Madison, like was she genuine? How did you feel in that whole like event?
Oh, she was the sweetest, and it is such a relief when you like meet someone that you look up to or you've loved for so long. Like literally, middle school me could not believe it. Um, and I
Love it.
told her that, and she just literally seemed like the sweetest. She was paying attention to every single person she spoke to, was so kind, and I mean, I really haven't had a negative experience with a celebrity yet, but I've heard them. I've heard of them. Um, but I mean, it's just great when someone is as sweet as you think they're gonna be.
Yeah, no, I love it. Honestly, I same. I haven't, I even it was I saw Anna Wintour and Olivier Roosting, and I went up to Olivier because Anna Wintour frightens me, and even with him, I had like a 5 minute conversation. Genuine guy, like I think it's I feel like you also hit this point in your career and you can tell me too where you're kind of like you're almost not scared of approaching people whether they're the most famous celebrity or even just other creators like at the Her conference I felt like every step I took I was meeting another friend.
Oh, it's literally a reunion. Every single
Yeah.
year I look forward to it because I'm like, I'm going to see 50 besties today. And I'm like so excited.
Literally. No, and I love it because I think that's when it feels super real because sometimes you'll be posting and it's like, oh, like you don't know how you feel certain days, but then yeah, it's totally a reunion, especially even just, the college fashionista thing of during fashion week. That's coming up in like 2 months, which is crazy. I just feel like September was yesterday. But I love it, and that's kind of really the beauty of I feel like social media all over, and especially spreading your message of just being positive. It's something that it is really rare these days because I think we all get caught up in the numbers game and just we're like, oh, she has like 50 million followers, I need to have that many. But like you said, I feel like not only do you get so many amazing opportunities, like you were near the Rockefeller tree. How was that? Like whole other than of course Madison Beer, how did that whole, event go? Did you meet new people? Like how was that?
Oh my gosh. First of all, gorgeous location. Love New York during Christmas time. My family from Boston is coming for Christmas and I can't wait to like show them all the touristy things. But it was just magical in that area anyways. Super crowded but magical. And then we met some creators in line. We actually were like best friends with the security guard outside of the store. He was a vibe.
Love.
But like inside, everyone was so nice. All of the Kate Spade New York employees were so nice. So like those events, they really just bring you together with so many people. And that's the other thing I was gonna say too. Sometimes when you post, you're like, okay, got like 30 likes, didn't perform well, like nobody likes me today, whatever. You can be in that mindset, but then you go to an event and like five people talk to you and you're like, oh my God, I feel like I have like 500 friends here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially like Her conference is a perfect example. You meet so many people and they all are like, I follow you, I love your content, and vice versa. And you're like, wow, I actually have so many people that support me. And just because they didn't like one post, like I'm okay. I still
Yeah.
have friends, and like it really like when you get 20 people together, you're like, wow, those 20 people like my post. That's a lot of people, you know what I mean? So like that's
Yeah.
why I don't like numbers. I keep them off. Whether I got 5 likes, 500 likes, 5,000 likes, I'm like I don't really care. I don't care.
No, I totally, totally agree. And I love that. And it's so true because it's literally it's just the best feeling when it, and that's kind of what I tell a lot of people that are just starting off with content creation or they've been doing it for a minute. Like just picture 5 people complimenting you in a row. Like that
You're hyped
feels
up for the day.
Oh my gosh, that makes my week. Like even just in general getting those like notifications too. Like I've started turning off my likes as well on Instagram just because I'm like, you know what? I don't want to see it. I don't want people, to start it kind of there's like two roads to it. I feel like one path is just people being like, oh, they start like comparing themselves and whatnot. And then, sometimes there is that dark side of social media where you don't know if people are being friends with you because of your numbers or because you're actually getting that connection. And that's where, whenever it comes down to navigating it, I think those in person events are just so awesome because you really get to like hug the person and like meet up with someone. I think there was a lot. I think Mo, she won one of the awards, and I got to meet her for the first time. And it's also really fun when it's people's first time in New York too, because it's
Hmm.
just that's a whole different world. And I think that's like the best feeling. That's why Fashion Week always feels like a reunion. Her campus like always has all these random events and they're fun.
I agree 100%.
I love it. And I love that you made friends with the security guard because I know my mom's first like creators loft. She made friends with the security guard too. And like they come in clutch. Like they're real nice because that's when you feel safe too cuz
Yeah.
it gets kind of crazy and scary when you're thinking about like, oh my gosh, I'm meeting a random person off of Instagram. But you always feel like your best friends anyway because we're talking to each other every single day. But I love that. I think that's iconic. I love it. Amazing. I love it so much. And I think honestly, Liv, you're doing just amazing things. I think I love just seeing you thriving and meeting Madison Beer. I don't know who's next. Who would your next celebrity that you would want to meet? Who would it be?
Oh gosh. Okay, so I want to say Ariana Grande. You may or may not know this, but I was in one of her music videos.
Wait,
I
what?
need to do like a story time because not a lot of people know this. It was
I
when I
love
was like 16, 15 or 16, and we weren't allowed to have phones on the set. So I didn't get a picture like with her, but I talked to her for literally like 12 hours. You can see me in the music video, which I'm so glad because I didn't know if you'd be able to. And I'm like, no one's going to believe me.
Oh
But
my
I would
god.
love to meet her because number one, she's the sweetest human being. Number two, I just want a picture with her and to be like, I was in your music video and I'm freaking obsessed with you. And I also am obsessed with Wicked now. So yeah,
Oh,
would love to meet her.
she seems so. Wait, what music video was it? Or what song?
So it's her song Boyfriend with Social House. I will literally send you a link after.
Please, I will link that down below for everybody to
It's
watch.
so funny and it's so random because people like bring up like random fun facts and I'm like, oh yeah, I did this, and they're like so casual, but just want to
That's
mention.
no, oh my god, that's iconic. I feel like does she have a beauty brand? I feel like a lot
Yes,
of
from Beauty,
oh yeah, duh.
which
Oh my
the products are great. So like,
god.
would love to get in one of those events.
You will. I'm manifesting it for you. It'll happen. I know it. Oh my god, yeah, that's where it came from. I don't know. I was thinking of Rare Beauty and I'm like, wait, wrong celebrity. I think that's amazing. Honestly, that is the coolest fact ever. I think that I've ever heard from someone. That's actually iconic. Oh my lord. That's actually so cool. Oh, I love that. I think it's also awesome when you can just like talk to a celebrity and it feels like the way we're talking. It's like,
Hmm.
"Hey, I'm just chatting with Ariana Grande on her music video set." Like that's just casual things. Like
And I can confirm that she did smell like her cloud perfume. Just
I
as you would think she would.
love that so much. Honestly, the packaging on that was what sold me. But
All her perfumes are the cutest.
so cute. Oh my lord. I think wasn't she performing at Jingle Ball or maybe I'm like or maybe that was what was that?
I don't think she
Oh,
was.
I don't know. Maybe it was cuz I was thinking of cuz sometimes you remind me of Michaela.
Oh
I
my
don't
gosh,
know
I
if
did that all the time, and I freaking love Michaela too.
she's so cute. And then what was her name? Megan Trainor like called her out at Jingle Ball
Mhm.
and I was like, "Michaela." And I was like, it's just so cool. I love when creators like sometimes I feel like I'd rather meet a creator over a celebrity, but also if I met Ariana Grande, I'd fall. Like, I don't know what I would do with myself. I think that's the beauty. You never know because now you're in New York. So I mean, like the
Anything
other
can
day,
happen.
yeah, it's so random because like the other day I was in Soho with my friend and I met Hallie from like she does that
He's
other
the
podcast.
cutest.
She's so cute and like basically the only way I could tell it to my brother was I was like she got punched in the face and she's popular for that too.
Oh my gosh. Me like constantly spilling the tea to my mom. I'm like, this girl did this. Like, she gets so much hate for no reason, so unnecessary. So I'm just gonna put that out there now. Love her
I
to
know.
death.
Oh, I know. No, truly, I don't know why everyone like I was so scared to approach her because I was sitting with my friend and then we got up and I was like, "Oh my gosh, is that Hallie?" Like, you could just sense it and she was sitting with like four of her friends and I was like, "Hey, sorry to interrupt." She was so nice. She literally got up to take a selfie with me and I was like, she like asked my name and like in the moment I was like, who am I? Like I don't know anything going on. But it's the funniest thing with New York. You will run into like the most random celebrities and it'll just be like on the corner of like somewhere like Broome and somewhere in Soho.
So jealous of Maria. I
Oh my
would
god.
die to meet Maria.
I that was so random. We were in the West Village, my friend and I, we were taking content, and I swear to you, I was so dumb too. I was like, "Oh my gosh, that girl looks just like Maria." And then she runs across the street and we took a selfie. She was so nice, and I was kind of like, I'm more excited you were on Call Her Daddy than The Bachelor. But it's crazy. That will happen to you. I'm 100% sure because that's the beauty of New York. You will run into my brother saw Martha Stewart when he was coming to meet me for dinner the other night, and I was like, okay, cute. And then I think she was doing some event where a lot of like Bella Hadid was there, and there were like all these influencers get to meet all these celebrities, and I just want Ariana to do something, and we'll go. It'll be cute. And I loved it when you got Madison to sign your lip gloss. I think that was iconic.
I have her book and I have her Morphe eyeshadow palette. I literally told her I use the eyeshadow palette every single day since I bought it, and it's very expired. And then I was like, I was gonna bring one of those for you to sign, but like they won't fit in my purse. I felt awkward just carrying them around, so I brought the lip gloss, and it's like her brand with Morphe. And I was like, yeah, I have it
I
with me. Will you sign it? She's like, absolutely.
I think that's no, mine's very much expired too. I think Morphe, when it had its moment, like before, I don't even know if it's like because in Miami they have like a whole store, and Manny had a whole wall, Jacqueline had her wall, and I was like just gagged. It was so cute, but I love that, and I love that she signed it. I would have carried a palette, but also yeah, if it didn't fit my purse. No, I love her palette. I love that it's like all like the neutrals that you can use on a daily basis. I feel like more creators and everybody needs to keep coming out with collabs. I want to see more of that.
She did promise some new makeup coming out soon, and I said, please, please. So
When and where?
maybe on the way.
I would love that. Honestly, she's just and her makeup is very like it gives me like Tumblr like back in 2016 just like that aesthetic. I feel like she's very like clean girl.
Hmm.
Oh, I love it. She's something else. She's so iconic. And like you said, I feel like if you've known her since 2016, it's just like I want to know what hair gloss she uses. I want to know her whole makeup routine.
All the things.
All the things. I think it's just amazing. And I think especially when you get to like meet them in a more like intimate setting and everything, it just makes you feel like wow, they're like normal and I'm sure you felt like more inspired. I know I've after every like celebrity, even after meeting Hallie, I was like just that adrenaline rush of I want to keep posting. I want to it makes you just feel so alive and that's how I felt especially after her conference too just like meeting you our little mother daughter little lunch that was like I still have those polaroids just hanging up in my
Oh
room.
my gosh, me too. I just made a little collage. They are back here.
Oh my gosh, the room is like coming together so fast. I'm proud of you. I love this. I feel like especially was the beauty room so hard. I can't
It was
imagine.
just like the fact that I had to reorganize every vanity drawer, and the amount of makeup I have is just Sephora. So it's like, it was just so much going on for days and days, and just getting everything to fit where it once was. But it's working. It's great.
Oh
I
my
don't have
god.
like the best service over there for some reason, so that is why I'm in my bedroom right now. Um, but not gonna complain about it.
No, you love it. Honestly, I feel like especially as like Fashion Week even, when those events are gonna come up, now you're gonna be like 2 seconds in and out of the city. And I think that's like kind of the beauty. And then this summer we'll go down to the Jersey Shore and
I cannot
it'll just be
wait.
it'll be so fun. I'm so excited for you. I think everything just I feel like it's there I cannot believe next week is Christmas, which is like insane, but everything's happening. And then I'm gonna have you back on for a little series that I always do for Fashion Week because that's coming up.
hmm
I feel like just yesterday was the conference and Thanksgiving was like a minute ago, and time is flying, but I love it because I feel like we're just progressing in our careers, and manifesting TikTok just won't go away because it can't.
Yeah.
I can't. But I love it, and I love that energy, and I love everything, and I will make sure to link all of Liv's stuff down below. Make sure you go follow her, check out that Ariana Grande music video, and yeah, thank you so much for coming on the podcast,
Thank you
Liv.
for having me.
I will talk to you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.